Yo, 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 what is going on, family? Thank you for tuning in to the channel today. Welcome to Too Smart to Be Broke. And look, I've been telling y'all, I'm gonna bring some people on that's gonna drop a little game on you. And I got one of my partners here, man. We done went on, venture together and did some things together. Very, very solid dude. Does multiple things. I'm not gonna get into too much. I'm gonna let him introduce it, self as far as his background. But we got Rakeem Addison, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm just hanging in there, man. Staying focused.
Oh, right. Staying focused, staying focused. I like that. I like that. The reason I brought you on this channel is because I see that, you are a family man, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Family man. You are currently in the military. What branch are you with?
I'm in the Army. Been in there
Oh,
for a couple of years now.
okay, man.
About
Hey,
9.
okay, 9 years. Hey, that's more than a couple. Thank you for your service, man. Thank you for your service, man. For
Appreciate
sure,
it,
for
man.
sure. And I see you heavy on the internet as far as YouTube, man. So I do a little bit of YouTube myself, of course. But I see that it look like you specialize in some areas, as far as marketing and things like that. So especially in this day and age with everything going on, I wanted to bring somebody on just to show people, give people some insight about your story, how you get started, and maybe how they can make a transition and do the same. So can you tell me about how you got started in this YouTube space?
It's crazy story. So I actually got started with on YouTube back when I used to do music, right?
Okay.
And this was back in like 2007, 2008 time frame. So I was on there at that time, and honestly, I didn't really understand it at that time. I was just kind of shooting blanks and trying to figure this stuff out. And it wasn't until I really shifted to like the business world, right around 2014 was really when I like really like move back towards YouTube, because I knew what it did back then when I was doing the music. So I had to kind
Right.
of, shift my way back, because I knew the power of it, especially with, the difference between then and now. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So
Right.
that was definitely a transition for sure. As far as like, as far as like the marketing and business and stuff like that, that happened around 2014. And, it really just transpired just from, life situations, right? I found myself just, I was in the military. I'm still in the military now, but
Right.
I fast paced. And then I kind of like, I found myself like plateauing, because I had hit so many ranks quick. But then I
Right.
was like, man, I need more income, right? Because
Right.
I had a family. It was kind of like, yeah, I got
Hmm.
to do something different, and that happened around like 2014.
Okay.
And then I got started in like I got started back in like internet marketing, the network marketing world, and that's what I did, right? I did that for about two years, and it was pretty much a struggle from 2014 to 2000 early 2016. And
Yeah.
then 2016 was when I really started getting the breakthrough. That's when, when people say like, oh, I'm getting leads automatically, right? That wasn't happening in 2014. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So 2016, man, I started having like my breakthroughs, getting leads, getting sales. And a lot of that was coming from YouTube. So
Right.
that's when I shifted my focus, because I realized like, people want to deal with specialists, not generalists. So
Mm.
like in that case, I was like, I really should go with this YouTube, because really that's where it really all started for me way back in 2008 when I was just doing it for music. And then
Right.
once I started to get good at it, right, one of the things that, not too many people do as far as like investing in themselves.
Right.
In 2016, that's when I said, you know what, I've been trying to figure it out myself for a long, long time. So
Mm.
I invested, right? I invested in some coaching as far as like
Right.
YouTube and different stuff. And from there, I just kept implementing. And we all get happy when we first do something, and we be ranking videos, or we doing what we're doing. But then you start to run into like trials and tribulations, right?
Right.
And that's what started to happen for me. So I was like, man, I got to really figure this thing out. And to be honest with you, I really didn't take YouTube serious until around like 2017 going into 2018.
Okay.
Because I kind of had lost my like confidence a little
Okay.
bit. Cause
Okay.
I was like, man, like, I don't know.
So,
I don't know, man.
so a couple questions, if you don't mind. So, from 2014 to 2016, like, what was that like? And then what changed to the moment where you had your actual breakthrough?
Okay, the biggest thing I'd say is consistency, man. Um,
That's right.
that part right there, because like I would do something and then I would be on to the next strategy. Then I was on to the next strategy, and it was just a whirl. And I'm sure you probably experienced, some of that same stuff, man. It's this cycle. You know what I
I,
mean?
I just wanted to see what your answer was going to be. But it's so funny, I know when I started the YouTube journey, it was like I did the same thing. I was like, I kind of made a video here, made a video there. And I actually, back in the day, I had a couple music little videos, but it was like nothing special. It was just here, there. And I sat down one day, I said, Cornez, oh no, here's the full story. So I was like, okay, I want to make money online. So I actually because I talk a lot about business credit, at least back then on my channel, and I went to apply for an affiliate program, and they said you're not consistent enough. I said, what? I said, okay. It gave me that drive. I said, you're going to make at least a video a week. And from that video a week, start bubbling. And I said, okay, do 2 videos. And it's so on and so forth. So not to take away from you, but he hit it on the money. Consistency. Everybody starts from 0. All right. But if you consistent, you upload videos, you're outworking people, then you'll start to see things change for you. So that was a perfect, great answer. And I completely agree. I completely agree.
Absolutely.
So what was it like when you started making the breakthroughs? Say you started getting your views, and even to the point where the first time, do you remember the first time you made money off of being on YouTube?
Oh yeah, I still remember it. I still remember it. It was
What was that
so
like?
you know how, like in the online world, funnels is just this word that's just thrown around all the time. So
Right.
when I started to, create my own funnels and do stuff like that, I was with like an affiliate marketing program, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna set this funnel up, and I was already ranking, right? So I
Right.
had understood the skill, I was trusting in myself, and I found, I was getting traffic. So when I started getting traffic, I still remember it, man. It was like, like, how like, somebody they opt into your page.
Right.
So with the with the software, it would do like a cha-ching sound when somebody opt in. So
Okay.
when they opted in, it will go cha-ching. So it'll be that first cha-ching. Then when somebody actually buys from it, you'll hear it'll be like a double cha-ching. So literally it was like me going. So like it would be like me going, I was literally watching them go through my funnel.
Right.
And I also remember getting my first sale from email marketing. So it's like, it's stages to that whole process. And the fact that I was able to see that so early,
Right.
that I believe like that is what really pushed me to even be this far. You know what I mean? Because I got that first win. So it was like, dang,
Okay.
I did that.
Now to simplify this, if you can, for people that may not know, can you simplify what a funnel is?
Okay. So my I guess the easiest way to look at it is it's a set of pages that's focused to take people through a sales process to eventually get them to buy a product.
Right.
It's just a set of pages. Hopefully,
Right.
hopefully that was
No,
simplified.
it's cool because they'll have to do their own research as far as what that is. But pretty much when somebody's looking for a product, say they want a pair of shoes, all right, and then say, hey, look, enter your name and your number here for a chance to win this pair of shoes or something like that, right? So boom, now you got their name and their email address. That's page 1, and so it kind of takes you through steps. And sees how serious you are about a sale, but most importantly, it captures their information so you can retarget them, but not to get too far into that. So he had the nice setup for that. So very, very interesting. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you heard them double cha-chings, huh, man? What made you want to get a little bit more, huh? A lot bit more.
A little bit more. I feel like, if I can make $40, right? Because that was like one of my first commissions.
That's nice. That's a
And
nice
so,
commission.
yeah, especially for
Nice.
somebody getting on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was like, I can make 40, I can make 400, right? And I just, my mind just kept, expanding from there. Because at this point, it was no going back because I had the entrepreneur bug at that point.
Right. Man,
honestly.
I love it because, like, you know, if you get that first dollar, you're like, oh, I can do 10. I do 10, I can do 100. So because it's all just math. So once you figure out the system, then you're able to scale up over time. So I definitely like that. Um, and so I know, do you have, how many YouTube channels do you have? Do you just have one that you focus on, or do you have more than one? Or how does that work for you?
So I got three that I put a little bit, but like right now I'm really focusing on like my main channel and my
Okay.
secondary channel that's based around like my company.
Okay, cool. And I'm gonna make sure to put the YouTube link in the description so people can go check you out. What's the name of your YouTube channel?
So it's my name, Rakeem Addison. So you can
Can't
check me out there.
Okay,
So it's
can't
all
miss.
branded to me.
So
Yeah.
definitely go to his page. You know, he dropping some nuggets, all different type of game as far as marketing, far as YouTube. And like I said, like you can hear, he's been in it for a while. So with that being said, do you have any tips for anybody that's getting ready or interested? What things should they be looking for? What should they be doing, excuse me, to get started on the journey with YouTube?
So when it comes to YouTube, one of the most important things, and I didn't do this early on. I was just kind of like I said, I was just shooting my shot. But one of the things you really got to do is get the niche. Before
Mhm.
you do anything, you got to know who it is that you want to attract. So
Mhm.
like I give you all an example. So I started a new channel on March 6th, all right,
Okay.
and of this year.
Mhm.
And before I started that channel, like I knew that I knew about the topic, and I did my research on everybody else in the space.
Right.
So you watching this, you could actually do the same thing, right? Just do the research on the people, even though it's other people out there that do it. Don't feel like you can't go do it because everybody's unique in their own way. So
That's right.
somebody may like you
That's
and
right.
they may not like the next person. So that's really the biggest thing, that I hear just from, speaking to people is they feel like, well, it's already a whole bunch of people out there already doing that. So I'm
Right.
like, but that doesn't stop you, right?
So
So the
yeah.
biggest thing is get lasering in on your niche and realizing what is it that you're good at, right? And what can you talk about? What can you continuously educate people on? And you can do that for the long term because you don't want to
Mhm.
start a channel that you can't talk on that. Of course, you're going to evolve over time. You may start to change your content, but initially, you want to make sure you answering the questions that people have in that space, and that's really going to really take you to the next level, especially if you got like an education-based channel, because that's actually what most of my channels are.
Okay. Look, it's what they say is riches in the niches. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah,
so that
absolutely.
I definitely agree with that. The more you can be of service and specialize, like I said, in answering certain questions in that field, man. Look, people want to do business and they watch YouTube videos. If you're on a video like a channel like you have with who they know, like, and trust. So the more you put yourself out there and consistent, well, with answering the questions in that niche, you're gonna be successful as long as you put in the work. For sure,
Absolutely.
for sure,
Absolutely,
for sure.
man. That's big time. Uh,
Oh,
go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
man, I was just taking myself back on the journey when I first started, man. So you actually are part of affiliate programs. What about, did you, like, getting that first Google check from YouTube, or is your main focus just actually the programs and the stuff that you teach?
So mostly when people come to me, like I work with course creators, coaches and consultants and different things. So like when they come to me, they already in a space. So like a realtor or like somebody who's in mortgage
Mhm.
or different things like that. So when they come to me, I know that there's questions, there's things that people out there that want to know. So one of the first things I ask them is, when you having conversations, like if you having conversations face to face or over Zoom, what are the questions that always come up?
Mhm.
And then I ask them that, and most times they're like, "Oh yeah, those they were asking me these questions." And so usually I go with those as their initial topics and different things like that, man. So when it comes to the monetization side of it, I don't focus strictly on AdSense. Like just me personally, because I do a lot of affiliate marketing, and then I sell my own stuff as well. So that's where a lot more of the income comes from, but you can't beat AdSense.
Yeah.
You know, that ad.
So if you can pick up what he's putting down, here's the thing, right? When you're on YouTube, you can get a Google AdSense check. Those are the YouTube checks. They pay you for the ads on your channel, but you really start making money when you have other things in that description box. As he said, he has different affiliates. So that's when the money starts multiplying and adding up. Because, for example, give me some key things that might be in your description that you've made money off of or have the potential to make money off of.
Okay, so my business phone, right? So I use my business phone, you know, strictly for all my business stuff, but that phone also allows, like, when people watch the video, let's say they got a question, and let's say it's pertaining to what I'm talking about in the video.
Mhm.
Well, I'll have a extension like set up to where they can call me. And that's an affiliate link that I have down in the description, right?
Right.
So when they can sign up for the phone. And, you know, what I've been finding is, like, you know, people really click those links. So, like, if you don't place them correctly, then you're kind of like limiting your conversion. So typically I put my stuff right up at the top, right? The most important link. And that's the biggest tip I give you, because I've been finding that when I used to put it down lower, I wasn't getting as much clicks until I moved it up way high up to the top. So that's just a little nugget right there.
Little gem, little nugget, you know, little nugget. Make it easier for people, right? Because some people may not want to scroll through the whole description. They want something that they can see right there at the top. All right. So, you know, with that being said, I wanted to get an opportunity to plug yourself. I know we can find you, Rakeem Addison. Do you have anywhere? Are you do you do stuff besides, you say do consultations and stuff besides YouTube? So how can people get in touch with you if they say they look at your channel and say, you know what, I want to holler at Rakeem so he can help me you know, build my channel up? How do they go about doing that?
Okay, so I do have a booking call thing, but what I do is I like to give people something for free so they can
Okay.
be able to go and implement certain things that, you know, I teach.
Okay.
So they can go to YouTube ranking playbook.now.site.
Okay.
Right. And then you could just, if it's like, you know, too long for them, you could just link it down in the description.
I'll put a link. I'll put a link up, you know, to make it easy for them. Like we said, you know what, matter of fact, I'm gonna put it at the top just so I make sure they can click it for you, because you just gave me that. So it's only right I reciprocate that information you just gave me and put it to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But YouTube ranking playbook.now.site.
Oh yeah, y'all heard it right here, man. This is you know, working man in the military, got a family to take care of and still makes time. You heard he got to that point where he said, I need to make some extra income. Went through some trials and tribulations, but he has learned and he is here to share the information with you all. So go in and tap in with him if you are interested in building your YouTube channel and learning about the algorithm and how to boost yourself up. You know, with that being said, family, I thank you for coming on. Thank you for taking the time out. And I will see y'all soon, family. Peace.
Peace.